Hello gang, my name is Danny, and today we're actually starting our first proper playthrough of Phoenix Point. I did do a test stream of this yesterday, and yeah, I enjoy the game, but I've been playing the game a little bit offline since, and I know effectively how to start the game properly this time, and I know more about the mechanics and stuff, so I feel a bit more comfortable let's playing the game. So without further ado, let's get to it. We'll be playing on hero setting. Let's go. Now.
The Phoenix Project was founded on October 24th, 1945. The Second War to end all wars was over, but there were those who understood that we could no longer afford to think in terms of nations and empires. For a time, the Phoenix Project successfully navigated the political conflicts of its era. That was our golden age. Phoenix Project operatives scoured the world for clues. We had bases in 24 countries. Even the heavens were not off limits. But out there, on the far side of the moon, began our downfall. The failure of the Phoenix 2 mission exposed us to our enemies in the UN. Stripped of resources and scattered to the winds, we were reduced to a secret, a memory. When the Pandora virus woke up, we should have been the first line of defense. When huge clouds of mist appeared over the sea, when people started vanishing, we should have figured out what was going on. And when those people started coming back, changed, hostile, alien, we should have been ready to fight, but we failed. The ecosystem started to change, imperceptibly at first, then faster and faster. 3 factions arose. New Jericho, trying to restore order and purity. Sinedrin, hoping to build a world without hierarchies. And the Disciples of Anu, a new syncretic religion dedicated to adaptation and biological change. At war with the world and at odds with each other, these factions cannot find a way forward. Now the mist is returning and armies are rising from the sea. Without the Phoenix Project, humanity will fall. It's time to rise from the ashes.
Okay then. So, here's Phoenix Point. Here's the base. It's a pretty standard base. We have a vehicle bay with 1 aircraft vehicle that can carry up to 6 people. Place to fabricate our weapons and stuff. Living quarters for the crew. Energy generator to power everything. Research lab, medical bay, satellite uplink. A store to keep everything in, and an access lift to actually get inside the base. Now, you'll notice that we're taking -4 food a tick right now. We can fix that simply by building food production, so that's what we're going to do. It's going to cost us 200 materials out of our 500 and 40 of our 100 tech. Cool. Right, so let's do the research. Atmospheric analysis. This basically allows us to monitor the mist. Like right now we don't know where the mist is, but using some old satellites we can basically start keeping a track of the mist, which is very vital because if you do missions inside the mist, they become way more difficult. So, right, here is the moment of truth. What are our personnel like? Right, so we've got 1 heavy, 1 sniper, and 2 assaults. Now, we always get that on hero modes, but the thing is the training is random. So, for example, these trees are down here are always random. So we'll see how this goes. So this guy is a shotgun and melee weapon specialist. You can get brawler, and you can also gain heavy weapon efficiency and efficiency. So this guy is going to be close range heavy weapons guy that also potentially captures people. You can actually go into either assault or sniper class once he gets to the unique class option here. He also has Rage Burst, Inspire, killing an enemy grants 1 additional will point, and Boom Blast. Action point grenades and other explosive weapons. Okay, so we really want this guy to have a grenade launcher, because it makes firing the grenade launcher really cheap. Now, Here at Phoenix Point, we're somewhat uniform. Everyone's going to be having white uniform, but coloured accents to determine what kind of soldier they are. Now, our heavies will be, our heavy explosive experts will be white with yellow. Our sniper here, white with green, actually it's a bit too green. That's a great level of green. And our assaults will be white with red. Now we might have other colours denoting like if they're a split class or whatever. But let's get back to our training. You'll notice that this character is actually very good with pistols and PWs. Also can gain proficiency in assault rifles. That's very interesting. Mark for death, weak spot, faster marksman. This character is going to be very good long range character. Right, assault 1. Gain heavy weapons proficiency with 30% damage. Okay, so we might want this character to become our second heavy, maybe? Bonus accuracy but minus 10% damage. That would be really good for heavy, actually. And also dash would be fantastic for heavy too. Now we've got this guy who's good at tracking grenades. Can be naturally quite stealthy. So we can maybe have this guy be our scout. I think that's actually quite good. Okay, so let's check the equipment of all these guys. Now, the encumbrance, if it goes over, it means that you start taking movement point penalties. So ideally we don't want that. Now you don't have unlimited ammo like you do in the Firaxis XCOM remake, so right now he only has 6 shots and he's done. So what we're going to do is give him an additional 6 shots and a grenade just in case we really need something dead. Here we have our sniper. We're just going to give her a medkit and also a spare magazine for a rifle and a pistol. Now for the actual assault troopers, you'll get a spare mag and a medkit as well as a grenade. So now you'll notice that we're getting kind of low on medkits and kind of low on grenades. So what we're going to do is go into manufacturing, and we're just going to produce a couple of grenades, just so that we're doing something for the first day or so, making sure that, we've got plenty of grenades, because at the beginning of the game, grenades are kind of important. Diplomacy-wise, we don't know who the other 3 factions are yet. We'll get to know those in time. Right, so right now, these are the only places that are known to us, so what we're going to do is move down here and do an area scan. So this will fill out all the stuff within this like yellow circle here, and it will ping off other places of interest. But until then, we're just going to start exploring stuff and see what happens. The Fire of Wind, Murad. Cyberbrand Haven of Murad is mutated with worm infections causing some serious problems. The locals have placed their hopes in Tetrarak Nurgle, the Disciples' greatest military hero, but Nurgle is said to be fighting a series of pitched battles against the Pandorians, the alien enemy race that we're fighting against, and has been able to help. You could eradicate the infestation themselves, so the Haven would be creating a good first impression with this faction. We don't want to do this right now because we do want to get a little bit of experience under our belt before we try that. Bonus Select, Global Mist Monitoring System is now available. You'll notice that there's now a bunch of red blotches everywhere. That's problematic. That means that that's where the mist is and we need to deal with that. Right, so first things first, we actually want to be able to recruit people. That's like super critical. And the Phoenix Archives is next, and then after that is the Disciples Banner. These guys will give us 200 food. This will progress the actual story. This will allow us to recruit new soldiers. That's vital. We need to at least another 2. The idea is we should get at least another 2 guys on our team to make life a little bit easier for us. So let's unpause the game and explore. The beginning part of this game is kind of somewhat similar. Towards Ascanusa, the haven run by New Jericho, which means it's normally things are quiet and under control, but right now there's an emergency. Group of soldiers on a killing spree. Down strange rooms, the voices heard from night, the local doctor tells our officers. I could not detect any physiological changes, and there were certainly no signs of infection, but their behaviour simply cannot be explained by PTSD or other similar conditions, which we are New Jericho quite sadly familiar with. It's like something is driven them mad. Okay, so you won't be doing this mission either. That's probably the hardest introduction mission to do, because New Jericho soldiers are armed to the teeth and have really good armor. So we're looking for a scavenge mission right now. It's a new haven. Alright, so these guys have an elite residence, which means that this place is producing elite soldiers. That's pretty good.
Research complete.
Bonus effects, we can now recruit soldiers from havens. Yes. Okay, so it looks like we've got two oh, is this game gonna be awkward? Okay, so we can hire this guy, but not yet because we don't have enough materials of food to hire him. But we? Is the base building that food thing? It is. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we've got to keep an eye on that. Okay, so you are a assault, and you're an assault. So we're gonna keep that in mind. We've got two assaults near our base. Okay, so far we're not getting that lucky with the we're not getting that lucky with these scams. Alright, abandoned military base, explosion site. No hostile forces detected. There are probably some resources we can find here. Search the area. 60 tech and 140 materials. Nice. That's actually helped out quite a bit. I wonder if that means we can actually hire someone. Should probably wait for our first scavenge mission before doing that, but
Research complete.
okay, so after recovering the base and analysing the data banks that have been left functional, it's clear that Pink Spot is now the only operating Phoenix base. There may be other bases out there, but we need to find them and bring them back on. There's no sign of Randolph Symes the Third. He has left something potentially useful for us.
Randolph Symes was the last leader of the Phoenix Project. His great-grandfather had been there when it was founded, and he was there to witness its end. When we took back Phoenix Point, we found his notes. In his final days, as the world collapsed around him, he'd been working frantically to understand the Pandora virus. Somewhere in the complicated history of the project, in decades of missions and investigations, there had to be an answer. His notes were damaged, too many of the files corrupted. But perhaps, if we could retrace his steps, we could figure out where his journey had taken him and what the answers he had discovered would mean for us.
Randolph Symes III notes indicated is also a private retreat aimed by Symes family. Used as a place of meditation research. It may contain information that could help us understand Symes was trying to achieve in his final days. Sweet. We are not ready for that. The Screws Relax of Catapio processing information regularly gathered by the Haven Scouts. It offers to share some of it with essential parts for the hallowed machine she's tasked in maintaining. Yeah, sure, we'll give you 10 tech for that. You downloaded 3 sites in Geoscape. Okay, cool. Aha! There's a scavenge site over there. Good shit. There's another scavenge site. Oh, she's just giving us 3 scavenge sites. Fantastic. Let's explore this thing first, though. It's probably a sapling. Ooh. Okay, so Jamie Pewbacker Pew, you are a special class. But we don't have enough food to actually buy you yet. Okay,
Scan complete.
let's go start the scavenger mission then, I guess. Right, we're good to go, so let's go. Alright, so the objective of this mission is to kill the aliens before they kill all the boxes. Any boxes left standing by the time we've killed all the aliens, we get to take them to base. So, we should be very, very careful. Try not to damage the crates ourselves, which is a definite thing that you can do in this game. And, yeah, if we can come away with about 200 food, that'd be great. We are currently researching the Anu, people's, traditions and stuff. That'll give us 200 food, which will allow us to buy the Anu character. She will obviously, require some stuff that we will need, but actually, to be honest, I think it might be better for me to just go with an assault first and be really boring, because the actual, the Berserker, Anu Berserker class, we don't have any melee weapons to get, so... Right, so we've got 4 movement actions, as you can see by these bars here. Our weapons take 2 bars to shoot, so we can technically move up twice before it starts going into yellow. And that means we can't shoot. Ooh, this thing is nasty. We need to take care of that immediately. Fortunately for us,
Targeting.
it's not going to be a big deal for our sniper to shoot this thing
Enemy
down.
hit.
Preparing to do something. Okay. We'll have our assaulter
Unit.
try to shoot this thing. Now you'll notice the biggest circle is where the shot's going to land, 100%. But the smaller circle is where the shot's going to land 50% of the time. So we're going to try and get as much of this thing into the circle as we can. Gonna just dump a few rounds into it, it'll be fine.
Let's roll.
Okay, so that's our heavy.
Heading out.
Oh wow, that was nothing but tank there. This seems to dank up the area somewhat. That's bad. Pandorians must have heard us shooting. We weren't particularly subtle about that.
Advancing.
Now this weapon is extremely powerful, but it's also quite inaccurate, so we'll see if we can hit this, and we did. Excellent. Okay, so that means that that thing is now being taken care
Moving
of.
to coordinates.
Now need to, now, the thing is with the Overwatch, it's set cone, so you can set it wider and shorter. You don't want it, like, you don't want these guys taking shots at you, you know they're definitely going to miss, because again, ammo is not unlimited like in regular XCOM, so...
Holding position.
We're just going to have our assaults hold some, fairly easily hittable angles, I think.
Repositioning. Prioritizing speed.
So, it looks like somebody's hitting one of the boxes. That's bad for us. Aha! First sighting of a Pandorian. Well, big is that materials.
Let's do this.
Okay, so the game stopped us there because there are 3 Pandorians in the mix here. Okay, so all we're gonna do
Moving now.
actually is actually be quite cheeky and just throw a grenade. This is too juicy of a target not to throw a grenade at.
Identifying target.
Right, so we can free aim here, and depending on which part of the body we shoot at, will determine like what happens to the enemy. Okay, so that's one taken care of.
Dashing ahead.
She won't be able to do anything this turn because heavies require quite a lot of points to actually even shoot their weapons.
Targeting.
Well, we shot that guy's arm off. I think that now we don't get that grenade back at the end of the mission, so that was spent resources. But at the same time, I think it's worth doing just to, like, you know, make sure that we can do this mission fairly comfortably. I want to make sure that everyone makes it out alive. Let's jump you over here. This costs will points, which is basically the equivalent of this game's equivalent of mana. This guy currently has like I think 7 will points to spend. So I can actually tell you that. Yeah, so like he's used 2 of his 7 will points. And heavies are the only character, or people who have a heavy torso are the only people that can do the jump jet ability.
Overwatching.
Say that we need to keep an eye on this side and this side. You can go to standby. And I guess you can look in that direction just in case somebody tries to hit us from behind. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, so he took down the tech. Wow, we're just getting the town on it, huh? Well, that's annoying. I would have thought the Overwatch would have caught that, but okay. Right, now this thing is now hooked onto our guy's face. This is bad. What we're going to do is very carefully snipe it off. And miss. Congratulations, you did it. Okay, well,
Taking aim.
now we're going to do the second thing, I guess.
Threat eliminated.
Wow, that was a very tech hit there. That could have ended really badly.
Moving to position.
Okay, so you see these two, right? Let's get a center mass here. Damage his launch arm.
Advancing. I'm going.
Space out. Don't group up too much here because like these guys are gonna start using their launcher arms and shit at us. That tech stuff is just gone. There was nothing really we can do about that. Well, he's gonna start hitting the food barrels. Remember, we want these to actually buy that to buy a specific character. Okay, so do I really want to do this? Sure. Well, I did take out the food as well, but at this point, like, let's just get this shit done. I'd rather have everyone come back alive than like worry about a little bit of food. I'm gonna shoot this guy's arm off just to make sure that he can't hit us again, and that killed him. So we got half the crates in that, which is it's okay. That could have gone better. But we do know where other scavenge points are, so and since nobody's really injured, we can potentially just go again. Which is what I'm actually probably going to do. Okay, so we've got some pistol and some rifle rounds for that as well. Well, we're going to area scan here, and we're also going to explore this area, why not?
Research complete.
Cool.
The disciples of Anu were a mystery. Where others saw devastation, they saw hope. Where others saw the end of the world, they saw a new beginning. Their leader called herself the Exalted, and she claimed to believe in humanity. She preached that the human soul was perfect, that the root of our problems was our insufficient evolution. The Pandora virus was a threat, but it was also an opportunity to change ourselves, to become better humans, to mutate. We knew that humanity needed to adapt. There was no other way to survive. The disciples offered a solution, but what was their end game? There was something beyond their hierarchies and their rituals. The Exalted had a secret.
Okay, interesting. Right, now we have a bunch of things that we could be researching here. We're going to be researching trade protocols because that allows us to trade with other factions. I'm going to also do the New Jericho thing because we want those 250 materials. After that, the Doom Clock. And then, I think after that, this guy. This guy actually allows us to get a grenade launcher. But we don't need it right now because we don't have enough resources for it, but... Epic poetry. At birth, a young poet is making a name for himself, inspired by teachers of Exalted. It was written epic in verse that is part spiritual vision of the future, part guide to letting go of the old world. Very heavy subject matter, it's easy to read and entertain, even humorous. Humankind's laws are explained in ways that gets loud, lasting audiences, and there's an overall feeling of hope. So, we can push the spread of this, I guess. Yeah, sure, let's be nice to these guys for now. The unfunded of our efforts, it may not match the truly great additions of the past, but given the present circumstances, he just said, young Dirk thinks, knows the end with tears in his eyes. He now thought you would get the great sense of reaper, Exalted will be pleased. So New Jericho doesn't like us, neither does the place's governor, but that's fine. I'm gonna explore this place real quick and then we'll start heading up the chain. Ravka offers her approached by a young woman. She says she is unaffected but has been selected to be taken to the chamber of baptism, going to the water tonight, and is deliberately exposed to a Pandora virus. The effects of Pandora will then be dispersed by the secret method of time, allowing our body to transfer but keeping our mind free. This is a matter of religious freedom, we cannot get involved. Okay, so the Symbionts like us for that, but like everyone else don't, but it's fine. Well, I mean, like, you know, I'm not gonna force this woman to go to some crazy ritual. Let's check the diplomacy. So right now, these guys are pretty friendly to us. These guys are a little bit friendly to us, but we kind of pissed them off a little bit because we started, like, you know, being at least a little bit nice to these guys. The reason why we're barring up now because we're probably going to start going to war with them at some point. I was able to discover the Grand Temple of Pan Cosmic Ostra, a compound belonging to a nature worshiping cult that arose late 2010. It's hard to tell whether the compound was occupied, as the cultists rejected electricity as unnatural and refused to perform any effect the building owned. Common houses over 100 bands in their decayed corpse in every single one of them. Peter a plastic bag wrapped around its head to symbolize an ecological disaster. It seems that the Christians followed through on their belief that humanity was a virus and committing mass suicide. There's nothing of any value here. Wow, that is grim.
Research complete.
Okay, cool. So, heaven trade protocols are now available to us. And now we're just gonna do this real quick. Okay, let's go over here and start scavenging. Once you've done this mission, we'll pick up any assault trooper, I think. We also need to pick up a greater new weapon for them as well. Probably should have done it before going over to this area, but you know. Okay, so let's see what troops find. Ooh, there's a box here. What's inside? Okay, another medkit. I'll take that. You don't need the rest of that though. You take a second medkit though, because
On the move.
you should really be carrying more than one medkit with you anyway, but the thing is right now we're cheap, so...
Moving now.
At the moment we're just kind of being a little bit hasty because, in all honesty, the enemy's going to be more interested in the boxes than they are of us. For some reason, their national pastime is just punching the shit out of resource boxes and sort of using the boxes for himself. Okay, so it looks like we've got a couple of baddies incoming. Ah, now he's spotted us, so this guy's going to be the problem. He's going to deploy his shield. Okay. Take a step out. Now these guys have got shields which generally tend to protect them from harm. Here's the thing though. This gun is so powerful that you can basically blast those shields away from them. You don't want to be standing next to a red kerosene barrel, that would be terrible.
Acquiring target.
Okay, so this guy is... Attack. You do. Not taking that shot. Wow, that missed. Yikes. Okay. Let's back you off then. Okay, so these guys are aware of us, and we've not really made much of an impact on their numbers. Try and go for the arm.
Advancing.
Let's just back off some more. Yeah, let's just back off. It does mean our heavy guy is probably going to be taking some hits here, but... Oh no, that thing needs to go. These mine crackers are annoying. Luckily these guys don't have, like, ranged weapons, but this guy's like the most capable of taking a hit, so it's all good. So what are you punching? Okay, so it seems that we've got all of our attention because we're right next to the boxes. Back off.
Identifying target.
Alright, so that thing is now taking quite a beating. Okay, who sees that little shit? Hey, we need you over here.
Targeting.
You don't see the little shit, do you? God damn it. Okay, let's blow this thing up. I don't
Target missed.
normally like doing that, but the issue is though, like,
Let's do
that
this.
thing's gonna take one of our guys out for the next turn if we don't do something about it.
That was a kill.
Alright. Let's see what else we can get up to. There's a guy up here. Okay. Get into full cover, and that is the end of that turn. He's going to be taking 10 bleed damage a turn because he cut off one of his limbs, so... Okay, so... What's this guy up to? Wow, you're just gonna hide, huh?
Double
Yeah,
time.
I don't think we're going to be doing much with you this turn, so let's just move you forwards and see if we can actually...
Ready to fire.
I'm not liking that shot.
Moving to position.
Not even a little bit. Right. Right, so we've wounded his pincer a little bit. He's now bleeding.
On the move. I'm going.
Yeah, I think we'll take the one guaranteed shot on this guy
Identifying
over
target.
here, because look, he's up to something.
That's a kill.
We'll take care of him, and then
Let's do this.
what we'll do after this is go for an Overwatch. Right, so that's basically messed up his entire mojo. Somebody's still beating up a box though. That box is gone. Oh, it's him. Alright. Yeah, cool story, bro, but
Took one down.
ain't gonna save you.
On it. Advancing.
Okay, so this thing
Taking
is
aim.
panics. You shoot it in the head a couple of
I'm
times.
going.
Right, there must be somebody else that's... it's you down here. Yeah, apparently we don't see this guy, so let's stack up on this wall.
Enemy in visual range.
Okay, now we see this guy. Let's back off. Hopefully he doesn't remember we're here. It does. Oof. Ow. Okay, that was a really bad idea.
Ah, that was easy.
Right, so that last turn I did was not particularly the best, but it you know, like our character get injured, it's not the end of the world. We're gonna pick up a new assault anyway. It just means she just gets to stay in base for a bit, which, yeah, you know, whatever. It's, again, not the end of the world. We did pick up an additional kit. Yeah, we've got a couple of hundred guys here now, actually. So,
Research complete.
New Jericho was one man's vision, and everything depended on that one man. Before the war, Tobias West had been a billionaire, an elusive, controversial businessman who denounced war even as he profited from it. When the world fell, his empire began to rise. Some said he was a genius, a man of principle, dedicated to equality and merit, fighting to preserve the core of human freedom, our will. They said he had a plan, that he could lead us to victory. Others called him a dictator, a megalomaniac, fearful of infection and obsessed with purity. They said he was willing to do anything to win, no matter the cost. The Phoenix Project needed allies. New Jericho could help us turn the tide, but it all depended on one man.
okay. Actually, which one of these things is it? You? Yeah, we're gonna go over here because eventually we're gonna piss off the Anu people quite a bit. So what we're gonna do is make use of the fact that they're not angry at us yet, and just recruit the soldier from here. Because eventually we're gonna probably everybody up with the sync guys with New Jericho. So actually, let's check out that manufacturer. I should have probably have done that before. Well, you literally don't have anything, do you? Sweet. Alright, so yep. Does dark red suit you better? Nah, gaudy red, I guess it is. So we need to manufacture. Let's manufacture a firearm. Okay, so we're also going to manufacture 2 additional med kits just to make sure that we've got these nice and topped up. Right, so we've actually got some level ups to take care of. Okay, so extreme focus, Overwatch cost was reduced by 1. Absolutely, we will take that. We'll give you +1 to will. We're going to definitely move your speed up a couple. And we're going to bump up your strength to 18 so you can carry more medkits. Believe it or not, that is actually kind of important. Like, not now, but once this character becomes, like, well established, we don't want this character, like, only having 1 medkit on them. Okay, no. Right, so dash will be absolutely taking that. Grenade bonus and grenade range, yeah, but having somebody that's good at hucking grenades is actually pretty good. I'm going to use stuff enough of our Phoenix points just to make it so this guy can dash twice per encounter, because it costs 4 willpower to dash, so like it's worth spending some of the Phoenix points on. Rogue, yeah, she's being her. And that is it for now. Okay, so personnel for now. Phoenix points. Equipment. please hand over your pistol and your rifle. And we'll give this to the character that can actually, like, you know, defend herself. Okay, cool. Right, so you've got a very basic bitch gun. To be honest, we're probably not going to leave this place even without,
Research complete.
Alright, so, this basically gives us a death clock. One of the last things Dr. Randolph Sainsbury worked on before leaving Phoenix Project in Derek Delirium Index. In an attempt to quantify the unexplained mental influence of the Pandorians, he feared that the frequent reports of strange nightmares and hallucinations might be attributed to something more than the psychological trauma, perhaps that form of telepathic attack. Under different circumstances, the idea might have seemed fanciful, but even Phoenix Project officer reported similar phenomena. We should complete his research. Understood. So let's check out our personnel. Achievements. Yeah, well, you know what, we'll suck on our thumbs for a bit, because this actually does allow us to manufacture a gun as well, so...
Scan complete.
Interesting, you're under attack. You do actually want to help them with this, but once our guy's fully healed... Pause, right, okay, so, personnel... Let's see... New equipment. Let's start gearing you guys up, because we're going to be sending out for... Okay, we made it just in time. Okay, so we help these guys out, and we get a ton of reward for helping them. Like, to be honest, man, it's worth doing, even though we're probably going to fight these guys at some point, because these guys are probably least aligned with how I want to play the game. But, you know, having one of the people on our side right now is pretty good. We now have 5 people in our team. Eventually we'll probably end up doing some of the bonus missions and stuff. We definitely want to start building stuff up at the base. So we'll do that once this mission is over. Maybe potentially getting an APC, or getting the thing that helps us research stuff quicker. Either of those would be actually wonderful. Alright. Now the idea is we've got to protect the civilians. Aha! So we've alerted 2 of these guys, so we know what's going on now. You can see that, can you? How are you seeing that? Oh, probably the top of his head. You could probably shoot through the shanty. Sure, this is carrot piece. You shoot through the wall. Fuck it, it's a shanty town. Like, start getting loud. Kill at least one of these guys off.
Heading out.
Can you shoot past this chick? Well, that's not going to be pleasant with that gunfire going off right next to your ear. Ooh, you see him. Interesting. Let's do some damage to this guy. We did 20 damage to him. That's better than expected. Do we see anyone?
Moving to position.
So, can you take a... Yes, you can actually take a park shot. So
Acquiring target.
this guy over here. Shoot him in the face, that hopefully should get his attention. Oh, he's going after the civilians. And guarding near them, interesting. Ah, now this guy's interesting. You just shot your own mate in the back. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, so... Oh, you think you say fly? You think you are super safe from me, do you?
Taking aim.
Nah, fam. Alright, so, yeah, fuck that guy in particular. Okay. How do you want to do this? Let's run you back. Okay, so we shot him in the arm a whole bunch and that killed him. Alright, so I think this will actually be a better flank. No? Yes. Beam him in the leg a whole bunch should be fine. Okay, so that guy's probably
Sprinting
gonna
to
try.
position.
That guy's probably gonna try and kill some civilians, so we need to like kind of make him pass him on, really.
On the move.
Let's do this.
Okay, 2. Fortunately, none of our people have dash yet, so. Yeah, that sucks. They're just gonna start punching the civilians. It's unfortunately the only thing we can do right now. Now, how do we feel about civilian casualties
On it.
here at Phoenix Point? Well, just as well my guy can't aim. Fuck.
Acquiring target.
Probably a safer shot if I'm being real with you. Okay. That was that taken care of. These guys are like us super lots for doing that, so that's good. It's worth at least getting their like some of our favor up a little bit, because when we start doing transgressions against them, it will take longer for them to get mad at us. So. Okay. This is being known as a pastor once for the 70 exalted his past fire base, leaving the foreigners with what the nature of the human being. Can we change? Is it the fault of our souls, but may never be reached, or is it our broken bodies or vows? Perhaps speaks as a universal change. Not under his humble hostile to make such things. But I wish you well. May your actions please to keep with the threshold. He will seek you out when you have shown your worth. Please settle with your to hierarchies of disciples. Nope. by choice, but okay. Alright, so one of my guys got injured during that. Right, we're gonna build this bitching ass scarab because the scarab is fantastic. It's gonna take about 4 days to build, but like while we still have plenty of stock and stuff, I think it's actually worth making sure that we actually have the scarab base. We can reverse engineer this stuff, but not yet. Actually, we want to do this guy next, because this guy gets us the grenade launcher, this guy gives us a shotgun. Still actually don't know how I feel about the shotgun, but we'll see. Okay, personnel, do some training. Shotgun and melee weapon proficiency with 20% damage. Potentially, but right now we'll just give him Brawler. We definitely want to up his willpower. We definitely want to up his strength so he can actually carry a medkit. And we definitely want to bump up his speed a little bit. Dash, yeah, absolutely. Yes. 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 Okay, yep, that's as basic as it gets.
The more the disciples of Anu invest into this mutation tech, the further away they will move from what New Jericho considers humanity. This is not a threat, but a statement. There is still time to look to reason, not superstition, for solutions, to seek answers in human will, instead of submission to the alien. But that time is running out.
This New Jericho neural tech we've been hearing about, it sounds like a pretty cool technology, really, but has anyone thought about how easily it could be abused by, I don't know, an autocratic leader with delusions of grandeur?
And no comment.
I urge everyone to spend some time thinking about how the technologies we're developing should be applied. It's not the tech itself that's the problem. It's what we do with it.
Okay, so it seems that not everyone's getting along. Which is a good point. Let's check out the base real quick. We need 200 tech for that. Training facility? Actually, that's really good, because when we're resting up at base, like, we'll be getting more stuff. Actually... No, let's not do that right now. That might be useful later, but... Okay. I believe that's where we gotta go. That's the Science Retreat. Oh, we need another area scan. Okay. Yeah, let's just deploy this squad, I guess. The more of this resources we get now, the better. That's a very interesting tip. Mist spread during mission conceal Pandorans to restore their reports. Well, if your guys happen to be in the actual mist, well, hey, guess what? They know exactly where you are and you start using your points, so that would be bad. Well, there's a bunch of explosive barrels everywhere, so that's bad.
Heading out.
Okay, so
I see them.
who've you spotted? This guy over here? Okay, let's not open fire just yet. Let's get into position and actually maybe do something about it. Because right now, us firing at the guy is gonna basically just alert him to our presence. So we've got the element of surprise. We should probably try to keep it. Once these guys start bashing on crates and stuff, we'll start to know where they are. Okay, so detected a bunch of them. Guys heading towards our boxes.
Heading out.
Ooh, this guy's alerted to our presence. A pretty cool explosion going on behind him there.
Moving now. Enemy in visual range.
Ooh, okay, well, that could be problematic.
Let's do this.
Let's move you backwards. I think these guys, oh, this one does have a gun on him. Yep, this one has a machine gun. We should probably try to take care of him before we actually start shooting at some of our guys here. Seeing. I don't trust that shot. That seems like a terrible idea. What? Who are you shooting at? This guy all the way over here. I don't think that's gonna happen, my guy. Yeah, at this point, I think we should just run this guy forwards and see what we can do with him next turn. Yeah. Alright, so... Okay, so it's bleeding.
Ready to fire.
Right, so that's one very dangerous enemy with a gun dealt with. Let's see if this sniper can at least wound this other guy. Yes. Yeah, center mass that. Hit him in the face, it'll be fine. Of course, he's just gonna start unloading onto the fucking box, because that's the Pandorian's national pastime. Just fucking ammo dumping into fucking resource crates. That's what they do. You can't really be considered a Pandorian unless, you know, you've at least taken down 2 crates per day. So, you know, there's that. Okay, well, it's disabled his gun. Yeah, I'm backing off out of that because that's gonna get my guy killed if I stay there. Man, alright, okay. Cool. Now you'll notice that I'm gonna start using a lot less grenades now. Oh god, because as my guys get more competent, I don't need to rely on grenades so much.
Let's do this.
Ooh, that is a thing. That's definitely a thing. Okay, so actually what I think we're gonna do at this point move you across. Right, this guy needs to go.
Enemy hit.
No, that should reduce his speed enough to where it's like, okay, he's not gonna like destroy my guy. Also, this heavy being here should also give them full support. Of course, he's just gonna unload into the fruit barrel. Like, why wouldn't he? Yep, filling him is with resource box killing quota for the day. Ooh. Oh, but ended his turn. He wanted to do something. Okay, so this guy is dead because he's got bleeding status on him.
Ready to fire.
Okay, so that's that taken care of. We should probably get a better shot at this guy, so let's actually head somewhat close to the guy. Damage his machine gun. Oh, you have dash. Yes, okay, so we just get a free turn. It's fantastic. We get 2 dashes, because let's be real, I don't think we're going to need any more dashes after this. Let's get right to the side of this guy and just fuck him up. Okay,
Targeting.
can we just end this early? Yep, okay, cool. And that's the reason why we wanted to add at least 1 point into will there, like on all of the characters, just so they can get to use their abilities to us. But it's very, very tasty. Let's see. Okay, so getting more medkits out of this, which is great. Actually, now we should probably consider building a research lab, just to make sure that we're actually and also crewing facility as well. Just to make sure we're on top of things, and then we'll actually no, let's move here first. This could be a trap, but
Research complete.
nice. Okay, but we're we manufacture that. We're kind of low on tech stuff right now, and this requires 15 tech. We can probably trade for some tech actually. Yeah, we got some people that trade for tech. Saving your officers becoming tangled with potentially messy different oil. It appeared that defective from New is asking your son. New Jericho demands that soldier be returned. Let's recruit the soldier. There's no solution that will cause problems down the line. No solution that won't cause the recruit project can always use more people. New Jericho all knows that have secretaries, but neither of them can really take offense. Alright, so we just got a we just got like a 4th assault for free. Okay, well, yeah, okay, so Okay, the assault rifle goes above the Scarab. I'll make this exception. We do probably need to move our guys back to base just for a second while we go to personnel and deposit our new recruit. Also for training. Oh yes, absolutely. You take dash every day. Okay, back it up. Training. To be honest, I think return fire is a more useful thing for this character right now. And also we want this character to be super speedy. But we want to keep the SP for the new class change. Because, I don't know man, like, maybe we make this character a scout, but I don't know. To be honest, I actually don't think. Oh, actually, hang on a sec, we need to make this character 18 strength. Okay, so that's why we had so many points. Sweet! Alright, so. Well, let's have everyone rest up for a bit. There's no reason not to, right? Okay, cool. Actually, no, let's move over here, because we're technically cool with these guys, right? We got tons of food, so what we'll do, trade a bunch of it for trade up 15 points, and what we'll do is but we don't have the materials. Shit. Well, okay. Also, the Goliath magazines cost a lot too. Fuck. Alright, okay. Well, actually, we're in Haven, which we can make the materials thing happen. How much do I need again? Mm, 275. Okay, so. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start manufacturing the this thing afterwards, but not before the assault rifle. Okay. Yeah, because that grenade launcher would actually be quite useful. Actually, I would argue that the Scarab would be a bit more useful than the grenade launcher. But we do want it to keep stuff in production, so. One of the public squares in Europe is allowed debate between the Spoiler Syndrome and the local priestesses joining a lot of technical debates, so it's actually finding two women know each other along families and the usual toxic families. The other side have to deeply invested. We'll stay out of it. I don't need to impose our opinion on debates of this kind. Yes. Alright, so, more scavenging. This should hopefully get us some stuff. And also some much needed experience. After this we can actually start doing some of the tutorial like starter missions for each of the factions. Actually we've not even met the science guys yet, I don't think. Which is a bit weird, like we've heard of them, but I don't think we've actually bumped into any of their havens yet, so we'll need to deal with that. Okay, so let's start running stuff out. Okay, so what have you noticed? This guy. Oh wow, you saw his arm? That is impressive. He's one of the second enemy. That is not the kind of shot I want to be taking, if I'm being honest with you. Ah, okay, so this is the gangly asshole over here. Okay, let's just step into position here. These guys will probably be going after crates, so again, Pandorians' national pastime, spatching the shit out of crates. They just fucking love that shit. Isn't a day go by where they don't want to be, like, you know, arm deep in a crate and then destroying it, so, like... we could take shots, I don't want to.
Making haste.
So I'm gonna set up the position right now, because there's no point, like, making ourselves known, so... Oh, okay, well you need to go immediately. I don't even care if I need to use a grenade on you. You can just fuck right off. And of course... Okay, they started to spot us now. Okay, who sees that mine fragger? Nobody. Awesome. Okay, so that's Zarmdon. Zarmdon! Let's tap him in the head once more, just to make sure he understands the point. The point is, fuck off, you stupid Aiden. Right. Okay, I hate using grenades, but this thing needs to go before it actually, like, before it actually hurts the rest of my team, so... I'll gladly waste the resources on that.
On the move.
Okay, so... I see an arm. It's a long shot. It
Let's
missed.
try again.
That's fine though. What do you see? Oh, nice shooting! Well done. Can't complain about that. 2 shots, 2 kills. Okay, so we have one character that can actually do anything.
Moving to position.
Let's move you in a little bit. Actually, let's do that. And then the turn. If you move too close, you shoot him. Yeah, you notice he's now kind of skirting our Overwatch line. Oh, that's a mine fragger.
Shot.
Yeah, that thing needs to go like today. You have a grenade launcher for an arm. Oh no, you don't. Okay. So what are you seeing? Nothing.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'd rather use a sniper rifle, please. It's a good day when you just get to snipe a mine fragger before it even gets anywhere. Okay. Okay, the will is shrinking. Let's move forward a little bit. That's fine.
Moving to position. Targeting. Target missed.
Okay, well you've missed your shot a little bit there. To be honest, I think we just need to get closer. I'm gonna run this guy in for this turn. think we need to use dash or anything like that just yet. I think what he's gonna do is shoot the shit out of his bots. Yep. No box is safe when the Pandorians are around. Just be what it be. Okay. Just fucking run. Okay, let's just grab all the stuff out of that box and then shoot the shit out of this guy. Probably should attempt to go for his arm with a gun on it, but
Took one down.
I'm also just good for shooting the shit out of him, because fuck him. We're a little bit low on supplies right now, but we'll bounce back because we're investing in worthwhile tech. So yeah, like, we got a bunch of tech back, we got a bunch of our resources back and stuff, so let's get the manufacturing. And we'll buy one of these Goliath magazines for now, because we're going to be eventually having a Goliath grenade launcher. So we don't want to go too crazy with it because we, like, you know, we're a bit low on cash, and also like, you know, the materials and stuff can be used for other things. Okay, so start exploring some more stuff. Hopefully we find that second base. Alright, so a luxurious apocalypse. Our officers will discover that you can discover lucky tower, but underground cities don't let beggars believe it. All seen was a gym, a sauna, and cinema, even with the BRM. These are others, people. Disband for light equipment using enough facilities, donate the equipment to the Jericho, donate it to Syndrome. Yeah, let's use it for our facilities. I think it's rare in a dark time visual, but nothing could be more necessary. Faced with a relentless horror of Pandora virus, officers often struggle to maintain their sanity. Having access to films and games helps them forget about what they've seen only for a little while. Okay, cool. Considering every cavalry labor Chibia have situated tents, some figured out that are open in democratic societies to eat images and steal from. All haven citizens without titles. The team to join us made up with some of our crucial research and they seemed to want to start a manufacturing innocent desires. They said they made up a retreat, but they didn't get away from it, but they're stuck in the haven. As you can imagine, in strange situations, people pretend to be our friends and lived in Camp Lalu for months. What's difficult? I suppose all happens to have. Give you your assistance. Okay, so we will potentially do that once we've done this story mission over here. After landing in New Jericho, a haven called Fort Churchill, Commander Charles, the former engineer and very interested in our work, she says he asked questions about the Phoenix and reviewing details for some of his workers. Nice to meet you about such details. Sharing his kind of ring with New Jericho may be perceived as the beginning of an alliance by the other factions. I will politely evade the questions for now. Because, like, let's be honest here, like, we don't really know these guys, so... I did say the broken remains of experiments Syndrome no one now, but apparently the vehicle suffered from contamination failure with almost sense of food, but some of the equipment could be salvaged. Salvage some of the equipment without informing Syndrome. Boom. Research itself is surplus, but there's some useful parts, and we got 300 tech from that. Fantastic. That's a G-Pig. That's a G. Alright, so... No. Right, so do an area scan here, so this will scan all of this area. And I'm going to call it there. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. I'm going to save it here, and then return. More Phoenix points, so I guess I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.